And we are live. It's your boy Trey, man. We about to do a just see what the video of the Peace Network. The title is "Do Women Think the Court System Unfair?" Man, I'm going to provide my own uh narrative and context and my own opinion about it. Let's check it out.
A short man is always going to have a problem with a tall man, and he ain't even do nothing to him because you've always just felt less powerful than him. So why would you need to do anything for him when he has a natural advantage over you? Right? The women will turn the government if they have full power and autonomy to do so. They will turn the government into a girls' club.
I'm losing brain cells listening to this. Like,
It's okay.
Shit.
So basically, what I said is to answer your question, they don't see it as unfair. That's why they would never.
Yeah,
That's why they won't change. They
Exactly.
don't see the court system as unfair. They see it as being fair for them to get the kids. I deserve my kids. They belong to me.
But don't they
He's
at
supposed-
least see it as an opportunity to change the narrative that we don't marry them more often? And
No,
they
No,
can
they
push
would
it.
much rather force us into submission.
That's the only way. That's why I said remove the way for the woman to artificially remove the man out of the picture, and they will no longer do it. When a woman only has to deal and compromise with the man she had children with, they will submit. Right?
That's a fact. That's a fact. You gotta stop making it so many options for these women because if you do, they're gonna keep doing the same shit over and over and over. So I definitely agree with that.
They won't even, like Sweeney said, they don't even want the children if it doesn't come with the artificial stuff that comes along with it. You can control the man. You can tell him when and where he can see his children. The court mandate. So I hate when people talk about child support because I'm not even on child support, but a lot of men I know are. The man is mandated to do everything he was doing in a relationship or marriage. So you pay for the children's health insurance, you pay for whatever activities they have to have as mandated by the court. So you're doing all of this stuff. The woman gets to control him with the court and don't have to compromise with him. And that control is what keeps them behaving the way they do. Remove the artificial means for them to do that, and they will start to behave.
So based off what y'all saying, I wouldn't be wrong if I went back to my male audience and said a man should never marry a woman unless he has her full submission based on the way the court systems are set up.
100%.
Ain't just the court system, just in general. Yeah.
You know what?
Or you can go back to your male audience.
I'm glad y'all stamped that. Do the ladies approve?
Hold on. Or you can go back to your male audience and tell them, vote in your best interest.
So I'm gonna update my ideology, and that's what I'm gonna push because y'all have shed light on a lot of things that I already knew. I just wanted to confirm it, and I thought that I wanted to be fair before I started pushing that. But because Trev made a statement that kind of made me cringe a little bit. Basically, he's saying the women know that we would actually marry them at a higher rate if the court systems were set up to be fair.
That's a fact. I gotta agree with that. Yeah, because men would take back most of the control, the leverage in the marriage or a relationship. Nobody can just be doing a bunch of damn no fault divorces and all that stuff, and then the kids being turned over to the mom automatically, like you said in the video, the men being basically taken advantage of and having shit a little to no less no control about over their situation in life. Let's keep it going.
And the fact that they're complaining and not doing nothing about the court system, I mean, they just want to force us into submitting to the way it is, and still lay our necks out on the line if it fails based on the way the court system is set up. So to me, it's a system that set up the flagrant system. It's set up to disrespect man or disenfranchise us.
It's a flagrant system. Let me tell you, you see how they always weaponizing leadership against us. So we need to weaponize followership against them. Do y'all?
I
So
think
so
Tatiana
Ben
gonna
White,
take
stop
it
that
out.
bullshit. Let me finish what I'm about to say. Here's how you weaponize followership, because you even made a statement that agrees with what I'm about to say. The problem with most men today is that they encourage women to not follow. They encourage women to not follow by saying you can do whatever you want. No, the leaders, all leaders, cut off challenges to their leadership. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Cut off all challenges to your leadership. And I mean that in a government way. Why the reason, like I'm telling you right now, I don't even blame the women. Women never knew how wicked they can be until we gave them the opportunity to do so.
Ooh, that's a
So I,
ball.
so I,
That's
I
America's
That's a
biggest
bar.
mistake.
so I agree with that, Trigger Mike. I thought my response was submission requires so much vulnerability. We should never weaponize that against.
No, we're not
women.
going to weaponize. What I mean is that their followership. So the reason it's called no fault divorce is because we don't fault them for anything. That means that they could just fall for another dude, divorce you,
That
take
is
your
not
kids.
what no
Hold
fault
on,
divorce
God
means.
damn it. Hold on.
heard of that ever.
What
Hold
the
on.
fuck?
Extreme.
They could divorce you, take your kids, and go get with another nigga. And there's no fault for any of that.
I'm leaving. I'm done.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So hold on. DJ, I do have a question for you. If a woman decides to fall in love with another dude, she's just not feeling her husband anymore, and she leaves him, should he get custody of the kids based off her wanting to dissolve the relationship where he did not do anything wrong?
The children should go with the parent that is most capable. Let me
Which
tell
is
you
usually
something
the father.
about. Let me give you a little story about
how
no
do you
fault
determine that?
divorce. My very, very best friend in this whole entire world since junior high school lives in West Palm Beach, Florida, right? Her husband cheated on her, but she makes more money. Her husband cheated on her, and they got a divorce, and she had to pay him.
Pause right there. She had to pay him, but ma'am, how many cases are like that in a whole damn judicial system? How many cases can we say that there's a woman paying the man most of the time? Come on, man. That's when people start making disingenuous arguments. Let's go.
Do you hear what I'm saying? She had to pay him
That's the no
because
fault
of
divorce.
no fault. So when you talk about no fault, it does not have a gender on it.
Nobody
I didn't
said
say it
that.
did.
You just literally sat
No,
up
he
here
didn't. He
and
just
said,
gave an example.
So I'm
He
no
just
no.
gave an
I'm gonna accept what you said and say and then correct it by saying no fault divorce applies to everybody. So the woman shouldn't
you
have to pay.
didn't say
either.
that 2 seconds ago.
That was definitely something speaking in generalities because
You know
either person
what?
can divorce.
Generalize your ass on.
No, I think you just
It's
jumped the gun.
2:30.
This is the goofy shit that people do, right?
I'm tired of the
Somebody gives an
gaslighting.
example of
Y'all
something,
done
and then you
gaslit
take that
me
as
for 4 hours.
No, they
I've had
pick
my
pieces
share
to make a case,
fill.
bro. They pick pieces.
right.
to make-
This don't even
The
make
reason-
any sense.
we're
He
saying-
just
we're
simply
saying
gave
that
an
it has no
example of a
gender on
woman
it.
leaving her husband
We're
if she
saying that
cheated
it has
on
I'm
no
him.
not around
gender.
men normally.
Here's the
that
problem
just
I got with
try
this.
to go out of their way to try to make you feel like you are hearing shit or you
Here's the
What
making
you
up
just
shit.
said was
This is
asinine.
what y'all do on these panels. Y'all try to gaslit infinity.
Who gaslit
This
you?
shit is weird. All
You
of
can't
y'all.
just use words and
Yeah.
just assume.
You know,
Just like
what's
you
crazy?
gave,
All of y'all.
just like you
We
gave an
said-
example. All he
Y'all
did was give
weird.
an example, and you said he gave an example of no fault divorce by saying a woman
No,
could
you
cheat
should
on.
no.
Hold on,
He
wait,
didn't just.
wait,
He didn't
wait,
give an
He said a
example.
woman.
He didn't
He
give an
did.
example. He generalized it and
No, he
tried to
didn't.
make it
No, he
seem
didn't.
like no matter
No, he didn't.
what, men are always at fault and a no fault.
That
And
is
I
not
gave
what he
an
said.
example.
Well, here's the
I
numbers
gave
on
a
that. I got the
anecdotal
numbers on that.
example
We have
of a
stats. We
woman
love
that
stats.
was
We
found
We
at
got
fault
stats.
in a no fault
Go ahead, Trev.
97%.
Trev got
Y'all
stats.
tried to make it seem like
97%
it was
of
only
men pay
men
alimony to
that
3% of
suffer
women.
in a no fault divorce, and that's not
DJ,
true. That's not how no
DJ,
fault
you
works.
told him that was not the. You told he gave
Trev
an
got
example.
stats real quick. What are the
Rewind
stats?
the tape. Di, you got me.
He said he gave an example of
Roll
a
that
instance.
beautiful bean footage.
He gave an example of an instance of no fault divorce
That
by
wasn't
saying,
he didn't.
yes,
he
it
did
was.
Not,
It
he
was
did
an
not
example.
give it as
What
an
was the example?
He did. He said that's the point. You don't even want to let nobody get out the example. He said, for example, this is no fault divorce. If a woman can cheats on her husband and wants to leave and go with another man, she can go and be with that man and take child support from them and get.
Ladies, 4B, cats, everything. If this is the choices,
Hey, JR, can you please?
4B and cats and 4B.
Man, we gonna stop it there. As y'all see, when somebody is clearly wrong and can't really prove their argument, then they start to sound language, shame, insult, need to be right, guilt, and need to be right. You can't make this shit up, man. All she had to do was listen, but she couldn't even do that because she knew she was wrong. But anyway, it's your boy, man. I'm Trey, and we about to roll up out of here. Peace.